Hello! Oh. It's echoing in my garage. If you're new to my channel, you want to get caught up on life, up above is the last video where I worked on my Project SVT Focus rally car, which has absolutely nothing to do with this video. 2 videos ago, I did a poll on screen for you, the viewers and subscribers, to decide whether or not I should do a garage overhaul video, and it was a resounding yes. So here we are. Over the past week or so, I've been slowly tearing stuff down off the walls and filling holes from where the shelves used to be, as well as throwing a bunch of stuff out and organizing the cabinets that I had on the side of my garage, which weren't really well utilized. I just had a bunch of car cleaning products and junk in there. So I cleaned those out, organized a bit, and also just did some overall cleaning in the garage as well, wiping down walls and baseboards and such. And as you see behind me, there is a bunch of white spots because I have to paint the spots where I filled all the holes. This may seem a bit OCD to some of you, but when I first started painting rooms in my house, I had leftover paint in the cans, and I would put them in these mason jars and label them with the code to mix up the paint as well as the name and the code. That way, if I ever run out, I have more. But this right here, once I stir it up, is my touch-up. This is a sanding block, a used one. I have to sand quite a bit, so we're gonna do a little bit of time lapse here, and I'm gonna turn on my boom box and probably listen to Enter Sandman. My jokes are fire, don't you ever forget it. The last time I filled a hole in the wall in the garage, I didn't know you had to sand the putty on the drywall after, or else when you go to touch it up with paint, it'll dry weird and have like a different color tone than the rest of the wall. So this time I've gone over the entire wall with a little sanding block to make everything nice and smooth, and I just spent like an hour wiping down the walls and making them nice and clean to get all the dust off of them. I don't think this mason jar has been opened in like 5 years. I'm gonna get paint all over myself. Oh, there we go. It's like opening a mummy's tomb. It's been so long. Isn't this roller adorable? Look how little it is. This little mini roller works awesome for these little spots. So good, so good. Hopefully these dry quickly. Keeping paint for like 5 years isn't the smartest thing, even if it's in a mason jar. It's like barbecue sauce consistency now. It's bluer. There's spots you can see where I touched up. It's dry to touch right now, but it's bluer. And I know as it'll dry another 12 hours or so, it might lighten up a bit, but it's bluer. And on top of that, my pan and my large roller are not the same size. It's a bit of a problem if I can't roll it in the paint. It's alright, I'll figure a way to make this work. Not the ideal situation for a garage overhaul video, but this is an HGTV. I'm not a part-time salamander farmer with a budget of $3.6 million for my home renovation. This is YouTube. Gross. Should probably just chuck this paint after I'm done doing this. Look at this. It's like cake batter. Oh, jeez. Done. It's all dry. That's what I'm talking about. Looks so much better. You can't see the bluish spots anymore. I'm almost out of paint though. Time to build. These 2 massive boxes right here are exactly what you see on this shelf. Cabinet 1. Cabinet 2. Cut away from you. Cut away from you. All right, these boxes smell like the Home Depot, except they came from Target. C is for construct. Okay. What does the instructions say? I should know, considering I've already built 2 of these damn things. Oh, it says to use a drill. I don't think I used that last time. And this is in French. Parlez-vous français? Pre-pack. In case you're wondering who made these, they're made by Pre-pack Elite 54-inch wall cabinet. I'll link it down below. Hardware. Know the bag of hardware? How the hell do I fail at speaking in my own native accent? I can't even fake a New England accent anymore. It's been so long. So sad. Step 1. This. Go. Got one done. Now I gotta do the same thing to the other. These are really fun to assemble. Doesn't take that long either. And it smells so good in here. Who needs candles when you can make your garage smell like a Home Depot? Obviously, I'm not capable of picking up these cabinets and mounting them on the wall by myself, so I had to call in the cavalry to help me do this. So Charlie is gonna come over here and help me mount these things up on the wall. And just FYI, he's going to be fabricating some parts on the Focus here pretty soon, as well as working on his own project on his YouTube. So I'll let you guys know when the fabrication begins on the Focus. Come in! Come in.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
You should be knocking on the front door.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
All right, so.
Oh, come on.
Oh, you're not. Who's there?
Interrupting Cal.
What?
Interrupting Cal. Do you not know how a knock, knock joke goes?
Interrupting cow.
Moo!
All right, how are we gonna hang these? You just gonna, like, you're gonna hold it and I'm gonna screw it? 40 inches down
Yeah.
is where the bottom of my cabinets are gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I think what I wanna do is just get them pretty close to the garage door opener and then have them go down, and wherever they end, and that's where my workbench is gonna start, because there'll be no cabinets above the workbench area. Come in. I have a stud finder.
Did you ever find it?
That's in my toolbox. There you go.
Thanks.
So you're gonna hold it up, and then I'm gonna drill my pilot holes and then sink these bad chickens into the thing. Do you want something to hold it, to help you hold it?
You see it? The little blue mark? Yeah, it's right there. Okay.
That didn't feel like it went in anything. Oh. Okay, here. Raising up. Starting to look pretty serious back there. Got some big black squares on a big green wall. I got a lot more work left to do, but it's late. So I'll see you in 1 second, or mañana, as they say in Spanish. Good morning, my lovely viewers. It's time to get to work. Look at this. Look at those cabinets. I'm so excited. All right, back to work. First order of business. I shall set you free. These lights are actually really dope. I got them on Amazon, and funny enough, I found them and they had a recommendation on the Amazon listing by Taylor Ray, the YouTuber. he recommended these lights, and for a good reason. Clip, just like that. I actually ordered 8 more of these things. I don't know where I'm gonna stick them. That's what he said. But I'm gonna find a place, and it's gonna be bright in here. Shine bright like a diamond. I'm gonna try using a little bit of 3M adhesive to mount these things under the cabinets instead of screwing holes into them like I did on the other one. I don't think I need anything more than a little bit of 3M because these are very light. Get it? They're light. The jokes are fire. Oh, I hate peeling these things. That's what's up. Looks good. Bright. I need more though. I need more. I need tons of light in here. So I'm just washed out and I look albino. Welcome from the inside of the cabinet. You like that? Special effects. Only the top quality on my channel. So there you go. That's a set of cabinets with some lights under it. That looks pretty good. I decided for this one over here to put 2 shelves on this side. It should be just 1. And then over here, 1 in the middle. Over here, 1 in the middle. And over here, no shelves, because I can put big items over here. For those of you with severe OCD, it is the exact same height as the other cabinet. Huh? Yeah. I got a lot more work to do though. Ooh. Hello. The irony that I can't find my regular hammer when I need to put up something with some nails. Probably shouldn't be standing on a rotating chair to do this. There's one. I think this is where I'm gonna call it quits. I say this is pretty good for now until I get my new tool chest and build a workbench in the back corner. I got a ton of tools waiting to go in a new toolbox over here. And in these cabinets, I got some parts for the MR2 Focus and TT, as well as a little bench stock. And then back here, I have car detailing products in this rear cabinet right here. And da-da-da, car detailing products. And then over here, big stuff. And then those are empty for now until I figure out what to put in there. Up here, I have all kinds of totes that have miscellaneous just car parts and stuff in them. And then this little board over here, when I build my workbench, I will move that right there above the workbench. And then over here is a bunch of license plates and some posters and signs and stuff that need to go up on the wall once the tool chest is here and I can see the gap between where I can put those. Lastly, this corner, I gotta get some kind of like a storage thing to put all my rakes and stuff inside and get those out of the garage. And then, yeah, I'll put a poster up over here. Probably the Nürburgring banner will probably go over there. Felt really good doing this project. It's kind of like spring cleaning and just got me more motivated to do some work in the garage. So maybe this will inspire some of you to straighten things up in your garage if there's stuff to be straightened up. And yeah, I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye!